The Kavanaugh hearings took place this week. They're closing today. I tell you, Kavanaugh is a great pick by President Trump. He's going to be, I think, a leader on the Supreme Court for the values that I think most Americans want from a justice, which is someone who's going to apply the law and not substitute their own politics for what the law and the Constitution require. Someone who will uphold the rule of law and uphold the U.S. Constitution, as opposed to amending it through judicial fiat, which is another aspect of government corruption. And Judge Kavanaugh went through, I think, 34 hearings is the number I think it is, but many, many hours of questioning by senators from both sides of the aisle. Some of the questioning was insane and corrupt. I'm thinking of Senator Booker, who thought he could lawlessly release confidential documents to try to get Kavanaugh. This is what the left has come to. Break the law if you don't like the person you're targeting. Just break the law to get them. And I was able to attend the hearing on Wednesday. What's today? Friday. I was able to attend the hearing on Wednesday for several hours. It's one thing to see the politics up on the committee dais, but what was also going on was violent disruptions by the organized left in the back of the room. Now, if you were watching the hearings, you heard the disruptions, maybe saw some video of it. And I can tell you, the TV doesn't do it justice, because it mitigates how nasty it is. Because when you're there in person, when the screaming starts, it's completely disruptive. You can't do anything until it stops. And some of the protesters, and they're not protesters, I hate to use the word protesters because they're engaging in criminal activity, so that's not really protesting, that's criminality. Some of them leave quietly. Most of them don't. Most of them had to be dragged out, and they violently resisted the police. So these were violent demonstrations taking place. And I have to commend, and again, we commend our military, let's commend our police, the U.S. Capitol Police, who really acted professionally, because this is the situation they're facing. It's a very tight space. These people are refusing and resisting arrests. They need to be removed quickly and quietly so the committee can continue its deliberations and Judge Kavanaugh can answer the questions. They need to do that while protecting the safety of the criminal they're removing. Innocents also there to watch the hearings, and obviously protecting themselves. What a job that is. And these guys, I mean, they're well equipped. I wouldn't mess with any of these police officers. But it's still tough. If someone is refusing to leave a room, you got to drag them out. It's dangerous. But that lawlessness was not good to see. It's never happened before to the extent it's happened before in any hearing I can recall here in Washington, D.C. But so this is what's going to happen? Mob rule in these hearings? You had Senator Booker engaging in misconduct, saying, "I am Spartacus," which is ridiculous, by releasing documents he wasn't allowed to under the law or by Senate rules. But the good news is Kavanaugh's going to get confirmed, because this violence, this lawlessness is a result of the fact that the left knows it's going to lose. So they're going to lose the Kavanaugh vote, so this is the way they react. They don't want to engage in normal politics, they want to engage in violence and lawlessness. So the Senate will vote on Kavanaugh, and he will be the next justice of the Supreme Court. So that's the good news, and I'm glad to see the mob didn't win, the mob violence didn't win, but that's no guarantee it won't win in the future. So I suggest that after these hearings, Senate leaders get together, and you should let your senators know what you think of what went on. Are they going to let that happen again? I think Senator Grassley should have cleared the room of public participants. It would have been unfair to those who wanted to see them in an honest way. I've been going on too long. My background has stopped. But that's something that needs to be grappled with by the Senate. Are they going to allow that sort of criminality to take place repeatedly? And if that's going to happen, they're going to have to do something different about these hearings. And it's punishing to the First Amendment rights and the petition to government, unfortunately, of honest Americans, but the criminals can't be allowed to win here. So that's the challenge as we move forward to the victory for those of us who support the rule of law and the Constitution of seeing Kavanaugh confirmed.